Many homeowners and professional painters don't realize that painting trim with what is called a mini roller, or sometimes referred to as a weenie roller, is much more effective and efficient way of painting. On areas with a flat surface, the mini roller allows you to get a consistent sheen and spread the paint over a larger area than a brush.
Here to show an example of how much quicker weenie roller rolling on trim is, when possible, than brushing. So I'm going to do the first half of this trim just by brush, the second half with brush and mini roller, and then we'll speed it up and see which goes quicker. Brushes are not ideal for laying off and spreading the paint around. They do okay, but they're just not the best tool.
When cutting your line with a brush, it is better to first spread your paint between 12 inches and 3 feet, and then go back to cut your line. When painting trim, it is important to first scuff sand to allow the new coat of paint to bite. In other words, the new coat of paint will sit down and penetrate the surface more effectively. Trim paint most commonly has a glossy finish, which means the new paint cannot effectively bond if it has not been sanded first. In some instances, an oil-based trim paint has been previously used. In this case, an oil-based primer or oil-based finish paint would be required. When rolling out walls, there are two important factors to remember. First, always roll the wall top to bottom to maximize efficiency and create the most possible consistent sheen. In addition, using an extension pole or just a 6-foot pole prevents straining on the muscles. You don't have to crouch down to roll low parts of the wall. When applying caulking, a crucial mistake can often be made when the rag used to clean the caulking is used to wipe the hands off. Instead, apply a thin layer of tape to the side of the surface and first wipe off of your finger on that. Then wipe your finger off on the rag. This prevents the wet rag from getting full of caulking. In addition, the wet rag can then be used to wipe the outside of the surfaces where the caulking was applied. When taping a surface, the most efficient and clean way is to apply one long strip. If multiple shorter strips are applied, removing them becomes more difficult and problematic. When one long strip of tape is applied, it is very clean and easily removed. The tolerance for your tape line is 1/16 of an inch, basically the width of a key. Even at this tolerance, paint can sometimes leak underneath the tape. To prevent this, a very thin bead of caulking is applied. Use your index finger to dig as much caulking as possible out after application, and then go back with the wet rag to remove even more caulking to leave only the barest minimal amount. Then paint.
professionals will say it's an absolute no-no to ever scrape or sand against the grain. However, especially with cedar shake, it's very hard to get into those grooves, so you can scrape against the grain, but very loosely. After you scrape horizontally, you can scrape vertically, and that'll get some of the more loose stuff on. Loose wood fibers, you can take a wire brush and brush down to get those fibers to either fly off